Hello, everyone. My name is Austin Anaya, and this is my Hall of Fame speech. Some people grow up with an older sibling. I grew up with my older sister being my second mother, as my mom had to work countless hours in order to put food on the table for me and my siblings. My older sister, Avalon, became like our second mom. She watched over us. She made sure our homework was getting done. She made sure we were getting in bed at a timely manner. She made sure we were getting outside on the bus to school on time. She was there for everyone whenever she needed to be. And for that, I want to introduce my sister into the Hall of Fame. Now, first, I want to speak about her background. My sister was born in 2002 in Los Angeles, California, same as me. And she was raised by my mom and my father. She knows more about my father than I do. She was really around to experience, my parents' dynamic, and she went through a lot with that. And with my mom divorcing my father and becoming a single parent, my sister was forced to grow up very fast in order to take care of me and my siblings because my mom wasn't always going to be there, as she had to start taking care of tireless hours and working overtime every other day just in order to have enough food for me and my siblings to eat. And even with all that being said, my sister was still always there in order to take care of us. She always had good grades. She always was the standard, and she put on a very good role model for us to follow after. For her accomplishments, I feel like when you're being indoctrinated into the Hall of Fame, they always speak about your accolades, your accomplishments, how many championships you won, or how many all-star games you were in. And I think my sister takes the cake for accolades. My sister balanced two jobs with also being a scholarship student at the Texas Southern University, while also balancing being a new up-and-coming model and majoring in biology in order to become a child's pediatrician. She balances all of this while still taking care of me and my siblings and still, buying groceries when we need it. And my mom isn't in town because she's working, or, she's taking us to school, or she's taking us to games or to practices, or, wherever we need to go, she was always there making sure things were getting done. And now for her impact on my life, I can't say everything because if I did, this video would be 50 hours long. And the way I can best summarize it is my sister is just one of the most genuine human beings I think I've ever encountered in my own life. And I think one of the biggest traits in her that I really see that resonate and that carry out that what I just said is her generosity. My sister will give you the food off her plate if she hasn't eaten for days, if she feels like you're not satisfied. And her generosity is something that I kind of try to implement the best into my own life. And while I'm not her, I'm not perfect, I don't do it as well as she does, it's still something that, rings in my ear every day to be a better person, to be a more kind person, to be a person who wouldn't mind sharing no matter what it is, if I could help someone else that's in need. My sister is so important in my life because she had to grow up so fast, in the smallest amount of time, just to make sure that me and my siblings were okay and make sure that we were safe and that we had everything that we needed. And she took on a lot of responsibilities very early on in her life, like managing my mom's finances, even just to make sure that we had groceries, because my mom did not have the time to go to the store and take us anymore. My sister, she learned driving super early in order to take us to where we needed to get to on time. And she honestly was just, the perfect second in command, the perfect right-hand man to my mother, and the perfect second mother to me. And I would never have wanted to live my life any other way than having my sister be who she was to me. And with all this being said, Avalon, I would like to introduce my sister right here, my best friend, into my personal Hall of Fame.